Hello, 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 everyone. This is Ellen Campbell with Campbell's Creations. Welcome in today. Today I'm doing foundation paper piecing of the African brother. I'm going to make a few of these and I'm going to do some of the African queen. So if y'all have y'all pieces already cut and ready to go, come on sew along with me today. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to lay this to the side. And before I begin, let me share this with y'all. I've been telling all of my subscribers and fans that I use a tag gun to base my quilts with so I can quilt them up on my domestic machine. And this is the tag gun. And I think I ordered this off of Amazon. And you can see here, these little strips here, they're that long, but once you remove this, it got that king needle right here. You just poke in like a needle and pull the trigger, and it'll baste it. Um, okay, let's get into today's project. Okay, so I'm making the African brother, and I kind of came down here earlier this morning and I started on the head. This is the head section, and I'm liking this corner piece. So I'm going to go on and put on that corner piece. I have my pieces already pre-cut. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Back here. To fit how it's supposed to go. And I'm always pinning when I'm paper piecing. I need to take a minute to get this up on my phone. Okay. There it is. That way I can see my, turn the volume down. And I can really see my comments as they coming in. Get a drink. Once I get my piece placed where it's supposed to go, I'm going to go ahead and check my, first, before I start making stitches, I got to lose these shoes. Because if I don't take off my shoes, y'all, I'm going to cut up all my thread. Hello, El Chime. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. Didn't know you were going to work on this today. I bought the pattern, but don't have the pieces cut yet. In the middle of the finishing my mug rug. Oh, okay. Hopefully I can jump in a few. All right. You'll always have the video then that you can refer back to. And I do back tack to lock in my stitches. And y'all see, this is the right side. You sew your seams on the right sides and you put your fabric on the back side. So I'm going to remove this, and I forgot to turn on my iron. Hello, the Confident Quilter. How you doing? I'm so glad you could join me today. Let's get this little iron going here. Get a little heat on this. Kind of slide my now when I iron it down, that's how that corner is kind of gonna look, but I got some trimming to do here. And the way we trim it, I need to iron it before I trim it. I've been y'all gonna like this one. Hello, quilting with Stephanie Stitches. Hi there. Good to see you. I'm good. I'm glad to see you too, Stephanie Stitches. Thank you for joining me today. Um, I wasn't using my ironing board on this tiny iron here. I just used some folded fabric and lay it on my lap. And soon as this warms up, I can go ahead and iron this seam down. Yeah, it's warming up. It feels pretty good. I found this iron at a quilt show last year, I'm thinking. And I wasn't using it, but I decided this year I better get it out and use it. Okay, I'm going to slide over a little bit here. And for this one I just did, I need to fold my fabric, which has been folded already. I've been gone. That's what kind of slowing me down. I've been gone, and all my rulers and stuff is still in this bag. I got my small little mat. Can y'all remember these little mats you get at the Dollar Tree? That's what I'm using. I was using that in the add a quarter ruler. And I just lost some of my stuff. And that's exactly the stuff I'm going to need, y'all. These my pieces I pre-cut. I'm going to lay them up here beside me. No, some of them over there. I feel like I'm all over the place, y'all. Do any of y'all ever get like that? Be working on your projects and feel like you be all over the place sometimes. Okay. Now, I'm just as clumsy. Using my add a quarter ruler. I have the short ruler. I don't have the long one. And I'm going to butt it up against my paper and trim off any excess. Okay. Just a small piece come off. Okay. Then I have another line, which is the outer edge line, that I have to fold. And I use my add a quarter ruler, y'all, to fold on my lines. And I'm just checking to make sure everything is within seam allowance, trimming off these little tiny edges. Because when you foundation paper piecing, you want to get it close to accuracy as possible. Okay. I did some trimming. Oh, I got another side to trim. I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm using this inside edge here on the add a quarter. I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. Hello, the Comforted Quilt. The L Chime said, Miss Ellen, do I have to do it that way? Can't I just cut the fabric pieces two sides and then stitch them together based on the 3 rows. L chime, I really can't advise you to do it that way. If you know how to do it that way, then you go right ahead and do it your way. But I'm doing it by this pattern, and it's a paper piecing pattern, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'm sticking with the pattern. She said, I have that mat. Yes, I bought like about 20 of them. And at the time, they all was $1. Let me see. Get this little piece of edge here trim off. I need to change my blade in this Martelli cutter, but I don't know how to do that one just yet. So this is the head here, if you can see it. And I got, it'll be all right. It'll work. Okay, now to my next piece. I'm going to lay this aside. No, I'm not done. Okay. My next piece is A6. Can you see that A6 on the bottom? I'm going to go ahead and add A6 over here because I found when you go to tear your paper piecing off, that paper kind of helps keep it kind of stable while you take it off. And I do have my little piece of papers pinned to this, and I have them marked with the numbers. L chime says, Miss Ellen. Oh, okay, I read that one. Okay. I think this just enough to give me a block to do while I'm live. I have to cut some more A6. But I'm keeping them in a special bag because I'm going to make so many African brothers, and then I'm going to do some African queens. Okay. On doing this, all you want to do is, let me put it this way, make sure you got it lappings, the conjoining area, which is in here. So when you sew it, you can trim down your seam allowance. And I also remind you to pin it. Pin your fabric to the paper so it don't fold back on you. Kind of hold it down. And this side over here where I got the sew through, I'm going to just place it here and run it under the needle. Now before I start sewing, let me line it up. I'm going to lift my papers a little bit to make sure ain't nothing folded back. Look like it's all in place because y'all know King Jack over here be happy for you to use him. You mess up, he said, I'm the king of this show. Okay, and now you notice I have a seam cross here now, but let me show you this. As soon as you get that seam in this paper will fold right to that seam. Now I'm able to, see that? I'm able to use my add a quarter put it, then I use the inside edge and I bump it up against my paper here, my foundation paper here. And take my cutter. I need this blade change in this rotary cutter bed. Okay. Take out the pins. It's a slow go when you doing it for the first time or doing it for accuracy. You want to just be a little careful. And at the end, I add the last block to this section. And that makes the top row of this African brother. I have to lay something on my lap for the heat from this little iron. This little thing get hot, y'all. I'm sorry. The Comforted Quilter says, Kathy Quilts and Craft said hello. Thank you. Tell her I said hello back. Sarah, Sandra K, hello. How you doing? She said, all stopping. Why for a thumbs up? Oh, thank you so much, Sandra K. Hi, Auntie Ellen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Okay. These are the two pieces. I still have some more trimming up to do on this white piece, but you know what? Before I just said button, lay it down, let me show y'all how I'm going to do it. This side has to be trimmed. So I take my add a quarter ruler, get it lined up to the line, and I fold my paper with it. And then it's there. Then I bump the inside of the add a quarter ruler up against the paper and make my cut. All right. Can you see that? That's my cut. And now the bottom. Well, I got to do the side edge as well. It take a little time when you folding the paper. You want to do it right, so go ahead, take your time, fold the paper. This works great for me. Changing this blade in this rotary cutter. I think it's the most complicated thing I had to figure out. Okay. I have to trim this side, so turning this over. And I'm lining it up on my sew line to get this fold in this paper right. All right. Okay. It kind of wander off on the end right here, so I'm going to go back with my add a quarter ruler to reinforce this seam. There it go. Now, take the inside of the add a quarter ruler and butt it up against the paper. And it won't allow me to cut off no more than I need. Just only what need to come off will come off. Slide it to me. How's y'all day going today? The weather is here is pretty decent today. It's not storming or raining because normally when it's storming and I have to do a live, it messes with my internet. Well, look at that. That's the two. Okay, on to the next piece. I have my papers. This takes some time doing, but it's very enjoyable. And see, I have more copies where I can just run off more copies from this to have what I need for the pattern. Ooh, I'm trying to find my next piece. My papers want to get away from me. Okay, here it is. Whoever designed this pattern got it done so easily to understand what you're doing. And you can find this pattern on Estes. It's like $4 on Estes, and they have the queens as well as for $4. And they also have where you can get them all for like $60. Okay, I'm gonna lay that one up there and start here. Now on this pattern like this, if y'all can see what it look like, you have big section here and smaller sections here. I'm gonna start with the smaller sections because the smaller section is what we need to start with in order to move on to the bigger pieces. So I'm gonna start with the C1 and the C2. Okay. I have a lot of small pieces cut out, and I have them labeled with the little sticker. See how I have the little stickers on it right here? That's how I label it. Okay. C1 and D2. So I'm gonna have to go through my blocks. Okay. One of them is colored and one of them is the background color. I'm trying not to lose my tags too. Sandy, hello, Sandy Edger. She said, "Hi, Miss Ellen. Your blocks is very pretty. Thanks for going live. Love from California." Thank you. I'm happy to have you here, all the way from California. And thank you for hitting the like button. It'll definitely help others to find me. I'm putting right sides together. When you're starting like that, you put right sides of the fabrics together. If you're dealing with batiks fabric, then it's gonna be very hard to determine the right side. Oh my goodness, I'm running my mouth and I done pinned this to the front. But this supposed to go to the back. And the black side is to the paper. What y'all didn't see me do was I turned on my lamp light. That way I can see through the paper to position my fabric behind the paper. So it'll be exactly where it needs to be. And I'm just using the light from my lamp for that. And now I got it pinned down. Now I sew. And it's very important to check to make sure your fabric didn't fold back on you. Because I had to do some ripping. I got to where my patterns wanted to my fabric wanted to fold back. And that is not a part of the pattern there to fold back. And I'm back tacking to lock in my stitches. Okay. All right. Now that I got that stitch in here and I have to fold this seam, let me show you. I just take this since the seam has already been stitched on and fold that. Then you can just hit it with this ruler to get it to adjust the way you need it. And this the side gotta be trimmed. Use to add a quarter ruler. And I butt it up against the paper. And I actually don't have much to trim off of here. Probably just a little crumb. Very little. Okay. Now, there's just very little something come off on the mat. Now I need to iron this open so I can trim my other sides. I did this demo on the Zoom with Quilting for the Soul. And it was so much fun. But it went on for like about 3 hours. We did the whole block. And that was some of the finishing work. Okay, that's my block, y'all. But now I have to trim this up, so I need to fold some paper here. You know what I didn't do? It'll help me if I just cut these two apart. All right, now it's much better to manage. Lay that to that side. And I got a little furry on there. Okay, now I can fold my papers and manage in a small space. That because this part here is just the legs. I have to make sure I line my ruler up correctly up against the paper, and that way I can just I'm trimming. Look at that. Oh, I so gotta change that blade. I guess it's time for me to sit down and go watch something and pay attention. Learn how to change that blade. This side is already, since I separated, all I need to just trim off the excess. Okay. Since that I already have, y'all can see the 1/4 inch seam allowance. And this is the block. Now I have to trim this side, this edge. And this edge on this side of the ruler is pretty keen or sharp or slanted, where you can get in and do your folds. And when you do your folds, go ahead, bump up your add a 1/4 ruler. It's gonna go pretty smoothly, but it takes a little time to get them done. Okay. This is how big it is now. Now I'm going to add on my C3. That's going to be a white C3. And here it is. I'm going to need some more of these cuts, so I'm going to save my tag. I'm looking at it. I'm lining it up to my lines, but I'm doing it from the back using my lamp, because I leave enough seam allowance to have your 1/4 inch seam allowance. I don't want to block the view, so I lay that down low. Okay. I don't have that right. I'm connecting this here to this. Now, ooh, if I can pin it. I'm trying to pin it where I won't hit my needle when I'm sewing. Okay. This is another pattern I think I'm gonna like. The first paper piecing I did was the color triangles, made by Nancy Messer. I did block after block, and I still got some work to go on that one. I really like that pattern. I was gonna make it big, and I changed my mind and did it small, and now I'm thinking I need to just go on make it big. That's the one that's red and black. Okay, here. This is a small piece here. But I'm going to tell you, if y'all going to do it, take your time and cut out your pieces. Label them as you go. And it'll help you a lot. Okay. Let me iron this open here. Hit it with a little heat, and now I have these edges to trim off. So all I have to do is come back in, fold that up to the line, put in the add a quarter ruler, and I got it up the wrong way. So turn it over and bump it up against the side of the paper. Cut away the little excess. Give you that little edge. Now, I have to fold it again on this line. Let me show you. I'm folding them on the black line here. Just fold it so I can trim away anything over a 1/4 inch. Okay, look at this. I got quite a bit. All that ain't a 1/4 inch, so it gets trimmed away. Bump the ruler up against the paper, and with that paper fold, it holds it there. Okay. And these are, what is that? This is how you do it, and you get these little tiny portion pieces. It'd be very small. So next, I turn my paper around. I'm doing the C4 on the side. So I have to move that around and find my C4 piece. That's gonna be a background piece. It's gonna be white. I'm looking. Huh? Oh, I know. C4 is my favorite that I'm doing the outfit in. I'm going to do it and I'm going to show y'all what it is. Well, y'all probably already know. But let me show you. I need C4. E. I'm trying to make sure I got them separated. D. Okay. So by now y'all can see. I need to look at, oh, okay, now I know what it is. Okay, it's this one over here. Just take one from the back. Can y'all see what it is? I'm making one with a scrappy suit on. Y'all see how I do the scraps? This look like I have both of them, but it's just one. Okay. Now with right sides together, oh, it's plenty enough to cover all the sides. So I can pin it right there and I'll be good. Y'all see how you can take scraps? Let me sew it and show it to you after I done sewed this to here. I just love my scraps, y'all. Back tack to lock in my stitches. Okay. I used a green pin right where there was green fabric. Okay, I open this out. Oh no. I must have ran out of bobbin thread. Let me check. Yes, absolutely gone. Good thing I keep one or two threaded up, rolled up already. Take one out, put the empty bobbin back in, and that thread. Thread come off to the right. And I flip to the back across the top. And if I just put it in here like this, I hose my machine because you have to put it in and push till you hear that click. That was it. And now pull up my bobbin thread. I'm ready to go. Now, this didn't sew all the way, so I have to come back. Come back. Feel like it's balling up on me, so I'm coming in from the front. I drop my needle onto my line to make sure I line it up. I'm back tacking to lock that in. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now I take it and open it up. Hit it with a little heat from the little iron here. This kind of saved me to keep from getting up, jumping up and down. I mean, anybody with arthritis or fibromyalgia, anything dealing with pain or backache and back pain, these little tiny irons will help save you on that. It don't just have to be exactly like this one. Any type of small iron will save you on jumping up and jumping down. Okay. Before I can go on, I have to trim this. This is what it looked like so far. So now I have to trim it. And I'm going to start here at the top. Fold it. That one was already kind of fold. Okay. I've been kind of looking at my bag patterns too, y'all. I'm checking, trying to check for new comments. I really don't want to miss anyone speaking or coming in. I'm not trying to be rude. I do apologize if I miss somebody. Then I have to trim from this side. Take that edge. They have a sharp edge on this ruler. Take that edge. Flip it over. Make sure you line it up nice and straight. Hold it in place. I make 2 passes because I need to change my blade. Fold it over good on this other edge. Add the 1/4 inch seam allowance and trim off the excess. Okay. Now this is how it looks. Now I have to add the C5. Let me find my C5. That's gonna be a white piece, I'm thinking. Yes. I have just enough here to do me a whole block. Out of all the cutting I've been doing. All right. Now, this a bigger piece, let me tell you. I want to make sure I have this pinned down good because the last time I called myself just going to put one pin in it. I had to pull out King the Ripper. Saying, no, that is not going to work for me. So to keep this from folding back as well at the top, I'm going to put a pin up here, which is, it'll be out of the way. Okay. Now, get it up here and I drop my needle into the paper right on the line in the precise spot. Then I back tack a couple stitches and I try to stay on that line. Focus on staying on your line. All right, I got it sewn. So now what I do, remove these pins. L Chimes says, that's beautiful, Miss Ellen. Thank you, L Chimes. This one is going to be a crummy one, though. You know, made from crumbs. A lot of people have their own different styles of making stuff, and y'all know I love crumbs, right? So, I don't know what I'm doing right there. I need to iron this a little bit. Iron this seam down. Hope I'm not talking too loud for anyone. Just so y'all know, I do have some hearing issues. A lot of time they tell you people that can't hear too good or talk loud. So I do apologize if I'm too loud for someone. Okay. Now I have my white piece added to the bottom. I have to lay it up here, fold these sides ends again, and do my 1/4 inch. And in the end, all of them are gonna line up beautifully with that 1/4 inch seam allowance and come together into a full block. Okay, let's do the bottom. What are some of y'all favorite snacks to have when y'all sewing in your sewing room and not planning to leave, to get up too often? What are your snacks? I'm just curious because I love me some popcorn. I love popcorn. I don't have any down here with me at the moment, but I love popcorn. And I butter it up and I season it up. I bet you like season. How do you do that, Miss Ellen? Well, y'all know I'm old school, right? When I go to pop my popcorn on the stove, I put my oil in the pot and I put my seasoning in the oil. And I put butter in my oil. So I pretty much do the buttering and season it through the oil. And once it's done popping, it gonna be so good and warm, ready for eating. Oh no. I don't know who is that calling me right now, but we have to try later. Okay. I'm picking up a little lint from my cutting mat here, but that's this piece. Can y'all see that? Okay, now I didn't do this to the last piece, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a stay stitch around the outer edge. It's just a simple stay stitch, and when I go to tear off my paper, it won't be a problem. The other one I did, and I just went on and tore off the wait a minute, I got a couple of more stitches on that one. I went on, tore off the paper, and I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all doing this, y'all gonna really have to take y'all time and tear off the paper. This paper is tedious to tear away. Okay, that's my stay stitch for this one. Now I have to make the other. This is the arm section. See, with the arm in the air. Now lay it up there and start with the next section. Okay. This is D5 right here. You know what? I'm starting with the big piece. Nope, it's not the big ones. You always do the small ones first. Okay, I lay that aside and get my D2 and D1. D1. This is so peaceful being down here by myself, even though I'm talking to the screen, the camera here, talking with y'all. It's this peaceful thing to do. Look at that. I had to find these. I got everything hiding from me, y'all. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I got right sides together. Then I hold up my paper to the light and put it in place. Line it up where it'll show me if it's straight or not. So it's straight. Pin it on an angle. Can you see that? I got the pin in it, and that's the front. You can see the pin. Now I'm going to line this up. Line it up. Take my time and sew this seam. Back tack. All right. I'm kind of moving on a little bit, y'all. I hope I'm not doing too bad. Okay. So now I need to start trimming these edges. Some people use a credit card or something to make these folds. That same number calling me back. I'm sorry I can't answer right now. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay, got that one trimmed. Now I sewed on this line I'm about to trim now, so that folds pretty easy by itself. And I'm going to trim away anything over a 1/4 inch. And I had some. Okay, now that I can let that down, I need to iron this this seam here out. Okay, that's what I got. I got a corner sticking out here and one there. So I'm going to fold it on the black line in the center here so I can trim up this inner seam. It has to be a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And to figure out the 1/4 inch, if anybody knew, you just take $1 and divide it into 4 quarters, and each one of those quarters represent the seam allowance, like a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch. And 1 inch is divided by 4s, which is representing the 4 quarters. All right. Gotta trim down. Now I have to go back where these corners is sticking out. I can fold the paper and do it, or I can just wait till doing another block. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it the right way because somebody might be learning how to do this. And that's the purpose of this video. See, I got that tail off of there where you can see the black and white conjoins. And now I can see this tail sticking out all the way to this side. I'm going to line it up on my stitch line and just chop off some of this sticking out. Just a small little piece coming off, so they so small. That's how big it is. Now I'm gonna add my D3. Let me see my D3. This is a D3. Okay. Now D3, hold it up to the light, pin it in place. Pin it in place. You always have to put right sides together. Don't forget about that. No. I'm about to sew the wrong edge. That's why it's good to pay attention to what you're doing. It's easy to get twisted and turned around. All right. Okay. Iron that down. Let's see what I have to work with. The other day when I was doing this in the Zoom live, my YouTube just what they call shut down on me. I forgot what they call it. And I was like, what happened? I was recording and then YouTube just dropped. I hope I get a chance to do the whole thing today. I'm checking my seam, y'all. That's all. Just know it's okay to check twice and cut once. Sometimes we make mistakes on our seams too, sew it the wrong way or just what have you. Believe me, I have made that same mistake. All right. That little white piece come off. Okay. Something about that. Then let me turn that over again. Okay. Oh. Now I see what's going on. This piece can be just trimmed. Okay, now I got it. Now it's time to add my D4. This little piece can come off too because my seam edge is already included. What that is, D4. And that is some of this, some of this, some of this, some of this. I got 2 stickers I got to save. I'm trying to connect it where my green will be. My green will be connecting to my. Oh, you know what? Yes, my black. I have to pay attention to what I'm doing because if I pin this the wrong way, I ain't trying to be breaking no machine needles. And then to have it to fold up on you. Not what I'm looking for. Okay. This is my fabric in the back. And this is the pins in the front. Now, go ahead and sew this seam that connects these smaller pieces here together. Do my back tacking. Okay, now remove the pins. I go ahead and try to trim the threads that be on the back side of my paper because once you go to tearing your paper off, you'll still see them threads. Okay, let me iron this seam open. Oh no! Now I can show y'all what I was talking about. See how I got that folded here? I got to rip that loose. Okay. I have to rip it loose. Try to keep from tearing up my paper. Hi, Janet Benton. Yes, it crashed it on me last time. Yes, YouTube crashed on me and I didn't get to show everything in the full video on that one. Thank you, L Chimes. Hmm. Look like I need the tweezers. Just this small little area could create such a huge problem. But that's okay. King Jack gonna take care of it. All right. I don't see my little tweezers at hand right at the moment. But I got this taken loose, and I'm going to go ahead and sew it and hold it down with my hand and mark it. Okay. I got it on here. It's not fold. Ooh. I forgot to put my padding up here, y'all. That heat went to coming through. It reminded me real quick. Okay, let's get it folded down. Get it trimmed up here. All right. This don't have much that got to come off of this side as well. Well, y'all, I ain't say nothing about it, but y'all just pray for me and my family. Keep us lifted up in prayers. We have a funeral service to be attending coming up soon. I ask for prayers because you don't never know what nobody's thinking. You don't know what they going through. And I know I can use all the prayer I can get. I be praying, Lord, help me make the right decisions, See what he choose for me to do when I decide to walk out my house. And I ask him, please, let it be his decision and not mine. I just pray everything, just go over well to be expected. Got some little small crumbs from the crumbs. Okay. This is what I got. This the other arm now. I'm going to attach D5. D5. And this is it for D5. I have some more labeling to cut out more pieces for. Okay, right sides together. See how I did that? Right sides together. And now I have to pin it. I'm going to be sewing from the line sides of the paper, so I have to make sure my pins is not going to come in contact with the needle. And then up here, I just put a pin up here in the top to kind of hold this up to keep it from folding back. Pretty much. And run my seam across this line here. So here goes. Drop my needle right at the spot. Back tack. Slow down a little bit. Back tack and cut the thread. Now I can take these pins out. I love doing this, y'all. If y'all haven't heard me say so, I love doing this. And I'm overjoyed to have y'all with me. And I do thank you and appreciate each and every one of y'all. But anything I know how to do, if I can do it, I will show you. And I don't mind showing you because I love to help others. And everything I do, as in teaching or showing you how to do something, is for free. I don't charge anybody anything to teach them something, because I believe in empowering the ones that don't know and wants to know. In other words, they don't know how to do a certain thing, but they want to learn. And the reason I believe in that is because if I can teach you for free, all I ask that you do, show up. Just show up. It'll be a party. I've been working on a little different stuff too, so I can start back my giveaways, my games, and my shows. Yes, it's coming back. So now I just got to fold this in and trim away. You know what? Maybe I should. It'll be fine. I'm going to fold this side on in and trim away the excess. Take my add a quarter ruler, bump it up against the paper. I had to check that twice. My ruler had kind of slid up from me. Alrighty. Okay, do the other side. And this is the rule I'm telling you. This got a little edge. I want to say a velvet edge. Like it kind of been smiled to be sharp. They designed it to be kind of sharp on that edge. I love it. I'm over the moon. See, I had to check that. It came off. Got it. Got it. Make 2 passes to cut my little excess off. Turn it around. Get the bottom edge. I'm just taking my little short fingernail and running it across the bottom where the ruler at, and the paper just folds on over. Then I add my 1/4 ruler. It'll bump up against the folded paper. And I make 2 passes to make sure these little pieces come on out. Let me get a swallow of my drink. Delightful. All right. This is how this other arm section look. I'm going to put a stay stitch all the way around. So here we go. And my stay stitches is on the little dotted lines, which is the stitch line. Oh, I got another corner to turn. All right. I do that because when you go to put them together, you ain't got no fussing. You can just put them together. That really helps. So this is the one here. And I have 2 arms now. Now I'm about to do the body, which I have the head, the 2 arms. Now I need to do the body. Okay. This is the body. So remember what I told y'all? I'm going to start on the smaller ones first. They're the one that gonna give you a little trial and tested times to get them together. This is I done separate my strips. Let's see here. Need that, and I'm missing one more. Okay, I have them right here. Okay, now I need this, and which one I'm going to do first? I'm going to do E1. That's E1. So I'm putting right sides together, y'all. It kind of helps when I go and put the right sides together. And then when I get to my paper, I use my lamp. Just use my lamp to line it up where it's supposed to go. Nope, it comes right here. Now what I was doing, it helped me to kind of line it up so it will fit. So it will fit the spot, and it will have a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and that lamp helped me to see through this paper to get it where it needs to be. Now when I turn it over, see I got a pin like this. And then when I turn it over, I'm going to be sewing under this line in here. And they both will butterfly out when I'm done. Okay, here goes. Back tack. Trying to stay on this line. All right, remove the pins. I just realized I sewed it with the sticker on there. So, remove the sticker. Press my seam out. Then I can see what I need to trim up. This is kind of fun, y'all. Just think of the different fabrics y'all can use to do this. Now that seam gonna fold straight like that. Bump up the 1/4 inch ruler. Trim off the excess. I need to look at this before I cut that. Oh, okay. I'm glad I looked. I was getting ready to cut off my white fabric. I need to then fold the white back down. Now trim up my little small thin confetti off of here. Okay. Just a little thin confetti come off. Okay. Now I can open this white back up. Come back and fold it to the outside black line. Okay. Bump it up against my paper. Trim off a 1/4 inch. And I get that much off of the white. And it leaves me with that. But as you see, I have some more I have to trim. So I'm going to just turn it around. Add my folding to the paper. I very well could have waited, but I kind of like it to be a little neat when I'm sewing. So I won't be confused about anything. Nice. All right. Slide that back over. Move that. My next piece is the E3. That's the white background piece. I need 3 and 1 more. I'm trying to go a little fast as I can, y'all, but this just ain't fast. This thing is just not fast. Okay. Get me some pins in here to keep it from folding back on me. This is the last panel though. Okay, this pin here must have lost its point. Okay. I'm checking by my light. Okay, line it up. I need that piece. Drop my needle into the paper. Hi, Remo JS. Good afternoon. Try holding your lines, then follow. Add a 1/4 inch. It would be easier. Okay, I'm holding my lines now. Oh, I forgot to back tack that part. All right. Let me iron this open, or you know what? Let me fold it. Check out that seam allowance first. That'll be right in here. Oh, the seam allowance look okay. So I need to iron that out. Take out the pin. That seam allowance is pretty much on point. Iron it out. Y'all gonna see if the legs come together. Okay. Now, wait. I have to trim this one up. They have you cut such big pieces, subcut them. And then when you go to trim, you're trimming off look like majority of what you was using. But it still come out pretty. I like it. And if I can get somewhere and learn how to change that rotary blade, I will be much happier. Okay, I got that on. So next it's time for E4. And E4 is this here. Some more crumbs. I want that yellow in there? Let's get another one since that one got the sticker on it. And I'm going to use this opposite side. I'm just lining it up with what's already on here, y'all. Because we know that 1/4 inch seam allowance is in there. And then I'm going to pin it. I need to get rid of that pin. L Time said, Miss Ellen, I'm going to get ready to eat. Okay, L Chimes. Meanwhile, I'll send you a picture of my mug rug I just finished. We'll try to make my man on Friday since I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Stay blessed. Thank you, L Chimes. Hope all go well with you at your doctor's appointment. You stay blessed too and have a awesome rest of your day. Everyone have a blessed day, she says. Remo says, always make an extra copy. Cut each number or letter. Add an extra 1/4. It will come out perfect. Thank you, Remo. I am FPP person. Oh, that is awesome. This ain't the first time I have did FPP. It's just this a different pattern for me. And I am slow. Move so slow. Okay. Well, look what I just went and did. Okay. Got it in place. Drop my needle. Perfect. Now let's tack this thing and back tack. Ooh. Glad I got that done. I want to see what this other leg look like. If my YouTube hadn't a crush yesterday, y'all would have seen where I nicknamed these the stanky legs. It was a blast. Having fun. It's good to have fun. All right. Now I have to fold it on this line. I'm going to have this block done after a while. I'm going to be happy because, y'all, I got to run out. I got to pick up a few things from Walmart. Remo said, like freezer paper better. I'm working on trinkets, quilts, 104 block. Wax is FPP. One block has 22 sections. Each block is 4.5 inch. I can't even wrap that around my brain. 4.5 inch and 22 pieces. Them some tiny, tiny cuts. Good luck with that project. I would love to see it. You got any done? Share a picture with me. I love to see it. That is encouraging right there. All right. Now, y'all notice I got this here. I got the first leg in and that strip in the middle and then the second leg on. I'm about to put in the next strip. And once I put in this next strip, I will line this bottom up and put on this other section. That'll be pretty much almost done. Okay. When I'm looking at white, oh my God, well, let's see. Okay, that'll work right there. I just need to pin it down. I love using my lamp too, L Chimes. My lamp helped me to place my fabric where it's supposed to go because sometimes if you don't place this fabric right, your block won't gonna look wonky. And I don't want the wonky look. Okay. Slide that over. I'm about to finish up. I want to check it, make sure I ain't folding anything back. Okay, back tack. And trying to stay on that line. Done. Okay, before I trim that out, I'm going to make sure my seam allowance is 1/4 inch. I got a small little white tip. Okay, I cut this, but it don't want to come up. There you go. Now, put a little heat on it, get this seam laying flat. I got a chance to go to a quilt show again, y'all. And I found out where I can take all my classes locally. But the first class I'm going to be interested into getting into, I want to learn the EQ8. And the EQ8 is just a software that you can go in and design quilts. You pretty much just choose the blocks you want to make a quilt from and set it up, design it up. Okay, let's see. Got that. The next piece is the E6. That's this big piece up here. E6. And it is one of these. Oh, they so pretty. I'm going to go with the one with the lesser green inside. And right sides together. Line it up. And pin it down. I need some pins for this one. It's kind of big. I need to be pinning it where... Oh. Remo said tiny pieces. I would love to see your work. Tiny pieces. The 4.5-inch square blocks with the 22 little tiny pieces in there. I would love to see that. I'm already knowing it's pretty. I like small stuff anyway. I'm over here. Y'all gonna see it. Let me get this needle set down where it's supposed to go. Check everything. Okay. Back tack to lock that stitch in. I'm watching the line and I'm not really watching the paper for the fact that that line is what makes the accuracy of the sewing. And Remo, I would just love to get with you Them small pieces, oh my goodness, you just made my day. I tell y'all, I feel my day with doing stuff positive. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. I've been seeing something moving and I kept wondering what was that moving. But thank y'all for the beautiful hearts. Now, iron this seam open. This the scrappiest African man, well, brother, I'm probably ever seen. This is made out of scrap pieces, y'all. And I don't know, y'all know I told y'all back here when I was making these scrap blocks. I'm sewing them. I don't know what I'm gonna use them on just yet. All of them ain't gonna be scrappy though. I was just wanting to try my hands at doing a blocking straps. And I laid it wrong. Okay. Let's get this side folded and trimmed. Can y'all see how I'm holding this blade like this? That side of this add a quarter ruler to fold my paper. Then I turn it over and butt that little lip up against. What's that? Up against the outside edge. Okay. Apparently this is a side here that I didn't fold or trim. I was Speedy Gonzalez, y'all, running off, then trim up my fabric. That kind of speed. Cause I sure can't sew fast. All right, and I just slide my ruler on up. When the cut has to be longer. Whoa, 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 whoa here. Whoa here. My fabric slides over. Try to make me cut the wrong thing. You know what? I can handle that too. It calls some scissors. And cut that little catch off. All right. Okay. Through the top here. This is my last piece, y'all. All I have to do is now put them all together. And y'all, I'm going to have to show y'all how I do that. Because when you think about putting them together, you want everything to line up, be where it's supposed to be. But just in case. Okay, I got another little scrappy piece there. Can be used on something else. All right. I smell something smell good. Think I'm gonna be having some roast beef today. Eat some good old pot roast and vegetables. Uh Santa said praises. Yes. Remo said, have you finished any new projects? Well, I have finished some UFOs. The only new project I done was the 2.5 inch blocks with the green and white and blue in it. Um, that was a new quilt for me that I had started and I went on finished it up. Um, y'all ready? That's the body. So now I'm gonna put my stay stitch all around. I could sew it on the other side of this paper, but I'm gonna watch my edge. I'm gonna just use the edge here. Just put me a small stay stitch in it. And this stay stitch really helps when you are putting them together. I'm trying not to go too far in on my stay stitch because at the end I gotta rip this paper off. And that gonna be fun too. Cause you literally gonna have to sit there and rip all that paper off. How's yours working out, Remo? Ripping off the tiny pieces of paper. You said you liked it, the parchment paper best. Is that what's helping you when you have to rip? I would just like to know. Okay. Remo said, amen. I finished my boho scrappy basket and I'm doing the trinket with Allison Glass gal. Okay. She said, I have had a lot of offers to purchase my boho heart quilt. Nothing, not selling it is mine to keep. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Wow. The method I use is aren't ripping. You aren't ripping. I didn't quite understand that, but if it's something dealing with where you don't have to rip, that's right up my alley. So here's what I do. I'm cutting on the wrong side. I'm cutting right at the dotted line too. I just trim away this excess paper. To put my man together. It give me less paper to be fussing with. Y'all know what? I sewed that down and I didn't even trim my legs. And I can see it through the paper. But that's okay. Because I'm gonna trim it right here. Paper and all. Got it. And sometimes this has done. Okay, I move this paper out of my way. Yeah, here's the bag. Got it. Look more like a man's body now, right? Okay, the first thing I gotta do is trim these other ones too. Take some of this excess paper away. It helps me greatly to take some of this extra paper away. Yes, I sewed on the lines, Remo. The black lines that they got for us to kind of sew on. Remo said with FPP, the way I do it, you don't see. Oh, you don't see, that's you don't sew on the lines, so there is no ripping. Method my mom showed me when I used to hand stitch, but not is that not on a machine for machine quilting? Okay. I thought this was. See, when you do that stay stitch, it keep it from flopping, and you can really get sewed what you need sewn together. And I did not stay stitch this bottom part, but I'm finna put it together. Y'all wish me luck. Okay, this is the hat. So I need a, what's that block? I need the B1 block, B1. Okay, right here. I got another empty tag. Now the B1 block goes to this other side here. I didn't, it has a paper, but I ain't gonna use that paper. I'm gonna do it like I did my other block. I'm gonna use my 1/4 inch seam allowance. Take out any slack. All right. Got it. So now, oh, I'm losing my pieces. What did I lose? Now I just need to take off this excess. Line it up. Let me see, did I lose a piece? No, I have them. Okay. Now, when I put this together, it will show if I have something out of the wrong place. So the first piece I'm going to start with is the body. I have to attach this just like this. Now here's how I do this. I take one of these straight pins and I stick it in the corner. That main, see that little square corner on the paper there? No, that's not the right spot. I just keep poking it, y'all, until I get it in there. Okay, that's it. I line up that corner with that straight pin, and then I pull my pin out and come over and pin that together so that corner don't move. Then I flip it to the other end and get another straight pin and stick it through the corner. And I do the other side, stick it through the corner. Nice. Line them up. Before I pin that, I can put another pin in here. I can remove it as I get closer up on it. And then I pin this edge. Okay? This is how I do it. Now I start where the corners meet and line up, drop my needle. Still on this paper piece. Using the lines to sew them together. My machine just pulling it on through it. We're going to sew the straight pin up. Now I get closer to that one. I just take out the straight pin and bring it on to that corner and do a stay stitch to lock it in. And remove the pins. Press my seam open. Well, press it to one side or open, whichever you prefer. It's on a foundation paper piece, so once it's over, it's just gonna stay. Do that look like it's pretty close or come together? Next, I put on the other side. And I do the same technique. Take a pin, poke it through each corner. That's too high. That's right on point. Okay. Line them up. Come down a little piece and put in a pin. I think the clips would have been better for this. Huh? Excuse me, let me mute y'all a minute. Oh, I better make this quick. My family is doing a group call, y'all. I had to reject it. I need to get through with this because I got to run out. Not bad. All right in there. That's good. Pin it. And I'm going to start on this end. So I just removed that pin. Drop my needle right where that pin come out. Stay stitch. I had to pull that pin kind of quickly, but I had it where I can control it so I can stay on this line. All right. That would have helped if I cut the thread. Okay, press it open. All right. My man coming on together, y'all. Let's get his head on. Now, with this head, they didn't give me all the well, yes, they did. I didn't use the other paperwork. That's the problem with that one. Go through this tip corner point and go through that. I'm too high. Right on target. Okay. So while this pin is there, I'm going to take another pin. Pin it together. All right. I have another block here. Okay. Let me get this head sewed on here. Remove that first pin. I don't want to run over any pins. I can remember when I was younger, I used to run right over them pins. I used to try to place them where I could sew and just hop over them. Sometimes it'll come out all right, and other times I'll be buying up a whole bunch of needles. All right. Got it. Pull that pin out. And Before I open it up, I'm going to trim this excess off on the side from this B1. Ooh. All right. Oh no. I got part of it right. But the part I didn't stay stitch, y'all, look at here. It ain't really a big problem where I can't go back and fix this. But I'm going to go back and fix this. And I'll show y'all a picture on YouTube. But this is what it's going to look like. I have to run now. I have an emergency to come up that I really have to go. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining me today. And thank you for the happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much, Remo. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for joining me. Do give me the thumbs up. I enjoyed y'all comments. And I would love to see what y'all have going on and been working on as well. Everybody that send me a picture, I'm gonna write down and I'll share y'all picture and what y'all been doing on YouTube. When I share it on YouTube, it automatically go to my Facebook and Instagram account. So thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for the hearts. I love y'all. Be blessed. Bye. Bye now. Bye everyone. Have a blessed day.